Okay, there we go. That was a bit of a train wreck in terms of doing... I ended up still going up there like 20 times, and that is the last item, Shield 2G, and I don't think there's anything else. We got all the chests, we got all the nuts, and we got both logs. I think there was just the one log, actually, and then the one that was inside this one. Yeah. Okay, so we're done here. We're done with the 100-acre wood for now. So let's go and head off to the next area. Without spoiling too much, I think I've already mentioned, it's Halloweentown. And by the time you guys see this, it'll be very much after that time, unfortunately. I mean, it's not Halloween yet or anything, but I don't know. It's getting there, and I don't think I'm going to be anything this year. Not that I have been for the past few years. I was, actually, when I was working at Safeway. I dressed up both years I was there. I forgot what I did the first year. I think I was just a dead employee. In the second one, I dressed up. I like painted my face white, and I like spiked my hair up and back, and it was like really suave. And then I wore my red tuxedo. It's not really a tuxedo, but it was pretty badass if I do say so myself. Let's go and say it real fast. The magician's study. And I was working like that, and I had to carry candy in my pocket in case I scared kids. So that's kind of embarrassing. Like, you just see some random like dead person just stocking milk and filling end displays with cheese and like yogurt. It's like, oh, that's a fantastic idea. So I guess we need to warp drive here. Yeah. So in Halloweentown, we will be finding another torn page, but I think instead of dealing with that immediately, I think we're just gonna go to World 7 after Halloweentown. And Halloweentown, if you guys didn't know, is probably one of my favorite levels in this entire game. Like, the music and the atmosphere is pretty good. It's like really good. Like, I would say it's up there with Monstro. Monstro, I think, easily outranks any others for a third place at the very least. But World 7 is also equally as good, as well as the level that's after that. This later part is so much better than the other one, so I don't know. That just might be my opinion, man, but still, I don't know. I just have fun with this last part, and it's not really the last, but it's fun, and I like it. Hope you guys are enjoying the series too, by the way. What episode is this? This is probably episode 33 or 34 or something. I'm not exactly sure. I haven't even made a playlist for this series yet, but I don't know how interested people are in doing this. Just the playlists on YouTube are so annoying to make. It's like, I envy people who can update those daily, and it's just difficult for me to just sit there and deal with stupid dragging physics. Like, I use Firefox in my, like, I tried using Google Chrome and Internet Explorer, and neither of them have been any better whatsoever. So it's definitely a YouTube thing. I don't know why their most popular website has absolutely the worst web design ever. And it's like, you can't like just say, okay, I want this video to be number 69, and then this one I want to be 70. Because when you put in a bunch of not unlisted, scheduled videos, it doesn't help anything, any matters whatsoever, because they'll just go in at random, even if you update it by date. And it's just, like, what are they thinking? I don't know. But if you guys see this sometime in November, I'm guessing middle of November or so, I don't know, because Skyward Sword, I finished that a while back, and that one I do believe is ending on November 12th, in which case I do believe that Kingdom Hearts will be taking over as the primary LP after that, just because it's so much longer, and that Alice and Killer is Dead are both really kind of short games in comparison, but at the same time, it kind of is a little bit different. So I don't know, because they're all feature-length games. And when I say feature-length, I just mean, they hold their weight. They won't take like 20 episodes. Like Alice 1 took me 18 episodes to do, and those are fairly inconsistent lengths. But at the rate at which I'm uploading by time and stuff, 18 minutes or so, then those will end probably in their 20s or maybe even 30s. We're probably not even halfway done with this, and this is, like I said, mid-30s episodes, so that's just something to take into consideration. So yeah, I do hope you guys are enjoying this series. Apparently they're making, I was mentioning this like so long ago, but apparently they're going to come out with the Kingdom Hearts HD Remix 2.5, which is supposed to be kind of teased at the end of this. If you guys recall how Kingdom Hearts 2 was teased at the end of your Proud Mode playthrough in the original Kingdom Hearts. I remember seeing the trailer for Kingdom Hearts 2 for that, and I was like so stoked. I was like, yeah! And that was pretty awesome. These things are really annoying, so I'm just going to slow down and take him out. Come on, die please. Oh, Jesus, I'm afraid to get hurt here, because I don't want to have to deal with this again. I'm going to use my shooting, because that might be a little better. We got asteroids here to give us our health back, so that's pretty good. And our meteors, come on. Oh god, I hate how they're just barely out of the way there. Alright, let's do this. Thank you very much. God, I love it. Alright, right here. Bunch of enemies. Not that we particularly need to get scored on this right away. I haven't done any of these since I showed it the first time, so my stuff is really dated right now, but we'll deal with that when the time comes later. Ladies and gentlemen, Halloweentown with the spirited advice and artistic design of, you know, goddamn, I said return the... Never mind. Nightmare Before Christmas, of course. But with that, ladies and gentlemen, one of my favorite worlds in this entire game. Oh, God, so excited. Look at us, you guys. Okay, so this is another world where we get dressed up. This sure is a spooky place, guys. Alright, yeah, so this is amazing. When I was younger, I used to absolutely adore this film, of course, as most people would probably already know. But look at us. We look awesome, and look at our little avatars. Like, Sora's looking all cheeky little Sora with his winking little face mask there, and then you got Donald looking deadly gaze, and then Goofy is just high off his ass. So let's go run over here. We're going to be getting rid of Goofy once again, but this time it's going to be a little bit different. I'll see why. Because we'll actually not be using the protagonist of this series the entirety of this time. So we've got Heartless right away in the Guillotine Square, and I've still got my stupid Jungle Camp task. So let's go grab the Crab Claw once again. They're not going to be hostile to us immediately, so go ahead and grab the Crab Claw again. I don't think we really have used it all that much quite yet, but it looks pretty cool when you attack people with it. We got a couple of things we can do here. That's not going to let us do it right now.
And now, allow me to introduce the Master of Terror, the King of Nightmares, Jack Skellington! Bravo, Jack! Bravo! Those ghosts will be a big hit at this year's Halloween!
Thank you, thank you. But their movement still needs work. It's not scary enough. I want to strike bone-chilling terror. I'm going to consult the doctor.
Then I'll go attend to the decorations.
God, his voice is so weird. I don't know. So they're going to be dealing with that stuff. There's a couple of things we can do in town. Now, this is probably the most linear of the worlds, and the navigation through this area itself is kind of annoying, to say the least, but it's not really that bad. And, you know, I think the fights and stuff, we'll only fight 2 new kinds of Heartless here. I think they kind of make up for it. But at the same time, I still really enjoy it. Despite its shortcomings, I think it's still probably one of the more enjoyable ones that we've done so far. Like, right now, I'd say Monstro definitely has this beat. But, you know, some of the other ones are a little bit different. So this is Jack Skellington's house, and you go ahead and get an elixir by hitting that thing 3 times. And that's pretty much everything you need to do here. There's only 2 other areas we can go aside from the Guillotine Gate where we started. So let's go ahead to the lab entryway and deal with some nonsense dealing with the crazed mad doctor in this particular area. So, research lab. This is not bode well for us.
I don't understand. Maybe the guidance system was damaged in the explosion.
Nonsense. My devices are always perfect.
Oh, I've got it! Why, of course. The Heartless need a heart. Doctor, do you think we can add a heart to that device?
Certainly. A heart's not all that complicated. Let's get to work.
To make a heart, first take a container with a lock.
We need the key to this thing first.
Oh, you don't say. Okay. So, alright, so we're gonna go ahead and lock the heart for them for some reason. Sorry, I just took some melatonin again. It isn't a good idea, but by the time we're done with this session, I'm gonna be slurring my words and falling asleep on my mic, so don't even worry about it. Oh, yes. That did the trick.
That was amazing. And you are...
Sora.
Well done, Sora. I'd like you to be a part of this year's Halloween.
What's this Heartless doing here?
Oh, the Heartless came to town just recently. What's frustrating is I can't get them to dance with me. So, the Doctor and I are trying to improve the guidance system. He's quite a genius. Okay, Doctor, let's continue. The ingredients for a heart. Pulse. Emotion.
Terror?
Fear. Hope and despair. Mix them all together, and we have a heart.
Maybe we're missing some ingredients. Let's try adding memory. Sally? Sally! Good for nothing girl. Don't know why I bothered creating her. Sally's got the memory we need. See if you can track her down.
No problem. Sora, would you like to come along?
Sure.
Donald looks so pissed off there, God. So now we've got freaking Jack freaking Skellington, you guys. Look at him. Just freaking look at it. Oh, he's amazing. All right, I'm sorry, Goofy, but we got to get rid of you for now. There is a red Trinity mark here that we can grab. It will not, like in the original PS2 version, that is not the final mix. If you defeat the boss of this area before collecting it, it will be gone for the entirety of the game. But here they've changed it so you can still go back and get it after the fact. And I do believe I noted this early on in the series. But with that being said...
Jack! Jack! We have a major crisis! The Heartless are completely out of control! We can't stop them!
Maybe our experiment triggered something. Everything will be fine, Mayor. You have nothing to worry about.
Okay, so apparently the Heartless were enraged because we were performing acts of dehumanization on them. I'm going to go ahead and actually show you guys Sonic Blade and Strike Raid while we're still here. I'm going to go ahead and take off... I'm going to take off Tech Boost for right now, and I'm just going to show Strike Raid for a little bit. Strike Raid takes 2 MP to do, and you just throw it at an enemy, and that's pretty much what it is with the triangle button. It's not that bad. I just figured I'll show it now just to get rid of it because I don't want to show it later. And we'll actually be getting copious amounts of magic here. Now, we're still going to be fighting Search Ghosts for the most part. That's going to be the primary enemy that we're going to be seeing here. But once you press triangle, you just hurl it at an enemy and call it good to go. Is that it? Really? Already? We got just regular Heartless here that take, you know, they give us 6 experience, which is pretty good. For those little fuckers, this is not too bad. So now we got to go head off to the graveyard, which is not this one, it's to the right of his house, but we're going to take care of these guys. Oh, you'll notice that when you hit an enemy with the crab claw, you get a bunch of water spurting out. It's kind of funny. It kind of just looks like magic, but I don't know. So with that being said, oh, nice, we got HP up. What level are we? 33 now? Is that? Because usually by the end of all of this, you're probably going to want to be around at least 36. So let's see, I'm 34. Okay, we're actually not too bad. Or wait, 36. Maybe we are actually doing pretty well for ourselves right now. I don't think we leveled up much, but here we are at the graveyard, and this is kind of where it gets annoying, because once we get an item for the heart and stuff, then we're going to have to go all the way back to the research lab in order to bring it back, and then we're going to need something else, and we're going to have to come this way and more, and then come back again, and it's kind of a hassle, and that's kind of the thing of this area, is going back to previous places and calling that good. All right, where is that asshole? All right, this is what's going to happen. I'm going to go ahead and, okay, I was going to throw it at you, but... Alright, they're still not dead. Okay, here we've got white soldiers, and they're white like W-I-G-H-T. But let's go throw, can we not throw it at them? Okay, there it is. At the being there. You couldn't really see it, but I threw my Keyblade at him for a lot of experience. And Jack leveled up. So right here, do it again. Just toss it at him. There you go. That is Strike Raid for you, ladies and gentlemen. And are we done? Nope, nope, one more. There we go. Threw it at him again. There, you guys have seen it enough. I don't have to do it ever again for the rest of this game. I can't really think of a good place where we're using 2 MP, where it would be good for us. But hey, you're 0.
Zero, have you seen Sally anywhere?
Is something wrong, Jack?
No, everything's going great. We're going to have the best Halloween ever. All we need now is your memory.
Memory? You mean this?
Okay, so we got the forget-me-not.
Jack, I have a bad feeling about this. Why don't you try something else? There's still time.
Nothing could beat what I've got planned. Once we give the Heartless a heart, they'll dance just as I envision it. Trust me, you're going to love it.
Oh yes, so we can live like Jack and Sally if we want. Whatever. So many songs are written about this. But that being said and done, though.
Did you hear that?
Yeah, I sure did. A heart. What should we do?
Gosh, you really are stupid. Isn't it obvious? Tell Oogie Boogie.
Children actors. Oh god, their voices are just kind of shrill in my head, but you know, they're tolerable at least. So, yep, Lock, Shock, and whatever the other guys was. So, anyway, they're going to be interested in getting the heart from us, which isn't good for us because, well, that's just going to advance the plot unnecessarily, and that is not something we're going to want to do. For some reason, every time I think of this, I think of Danny Elfman, and then because I think of Danny Elfman, I think of Big Fish, and then I have to think of Ewan McGregor and what's-his-face, speaking in a thick southern accent, but, yeah. Anyway, here's your memories, man. Yes, this is it. Now just one more ingredient. Another one. So we need surprise to complete the heart, and the mayor will have it. And it's basically a Jack in the Box, I believe, because that is the element of surprise. And yeah, you guys know how that goes.
A heart. That bonehead Jack is really making a heart. I'll be jiggered. That works for me. Ooh, when I get my hands on that, well, I've got no hands, but I'm still gonna nab that heart and control the heartless.
Aw, poor kids. Just think, those are dead kids. Or presumably dead. Like, you would think everything in Halloweentown was practically dead or just some weird random figment of our imagination. Oh, something I forgot, actually, is in the bookcase here. You can go ahead and grab the torn page. I don't know why that's there, but